Hi guys, happy Friday. Welcome to the Sip and Sew. I'm drinking a cold Sauv Blanc today. It seemed kind of refreshing. Hi Whitney, on this nice day. Hi Nancy, hi Melanie. So, last week, I was in Sandpoint, Idaho. We were finishing up the rest of our vacation. I probably should make sure I'm on. Hang on, let me just check in on Facebook World here. Yes, I'm on. Great. All right. If you're on Facebook, say hi so I see where you're at. Oh, Linda's on. Okay, good. Hi, Linda. Your beauty is on her way. Yay! You'll have to let me know when she gets there. So today, last week I did some EPP work. EPP is English paper piecing because I was away from home and didn't want to bring my featherweight into a restaurant, which was the only good connection. Hi Ray, I miss you. My girl isn't here. She's gone for the weekend. I already miss her. She's been gone since this morning. It's going to be a long weekend. I'm taking good care of your dog. No, I haven't fed him dinner yet. Okay. And so I made a big dent in that Tula. I swear I've had one sip of wine, I promise. Tula pink quilt that I'm making, which is the big bedspread. I have 8 more blocks to go. I have cut into the 3rd colorway, but I just am assembling half square triangle, so I haven't gotten that far. I thought this week it would be fun since we're back to Washington now. Debbie, hello Debbie in Kentucky, Bridget in Arizona, having a blue moon and trying to stay cool. What is it with really hot and a cold beer sounding good? I totally get that. It's only in the mid 70s here. Oh good, Whitney said I used your tension tip this week and it was awesome. Thanks, great, I'm so glad. Tension is one of those things that really just stresses everybody out, and it really doesn't have to be as hard as one would think. So Nancy's on. Hello Nancy, and Betsy Davis. Hello. By the way, you guys, I keep forgetting to tell you, if you like these videos, then physically like the video on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. I never ask you guys to do that, and then I get very few likes, and I think, because it helps kind of drive the videos. Hi Ali from Texas. If you guys like them and if you share them to your friends, so feel free to like this video and share it to your friends. So today I thought we'd do something a little different. I needed to not be doing half square triangles for the rest of my life. I kid you not, there's like 48. Thanks guys, I see your little hearts. You're so sweet. I just needed not to do half square triangles tonight. So we're doing something different. Hi Susie from Phoenix. You're in a heat index, extreme heat index or something. Aren't you at like 109 there in the Valley of the Sun? Today we are going to try a different face mask. I was convicted when we got back from Idaho. Oh good, Lisa, you got your spool converter. Wonderful. I just have a few of those left, by the way, so if anybody wants a cone converter, this is the weekend to do it. I have more coming, but just so you know, I'm down to like my last 8. Mary from sunny Seattle. Did you have surgery, cataract surgery? Are you okay? Can you see so much better now? Oh, why is my mom? Hi, Mom. I don't know what you mean by July 10th show. Is today July 10th? Oh, yeah. Today is July 10th. Oh, it's 111, Lisa Meadows? That's no fun. Well, I was convicted. Oh, at least I can see you clearly now. I bet she can see me clearly now. When we got back to Washington, they've mandated a face mask. I don't even, it's not a law. It's not an ordinance. It's more than a mere suggestion these days, and you can't go anywhere. I mean, anywhere without having a face mask on. So I've been using these. Oh, Mary said after her cataract surgery, the colors are amazing. That's awesome. Congrats, girlfriend. Phoenix is gonna, Susie James says Phoenix is gonna be 117 to 119 this weekend. That's pretty rough. Gloria from Brush Perry, hello, thank you. Thank you for joining me. Like my videos and share them with your friends. Yeah, extreme heat warning through Monday, that stinks. Gosh, no Mom, I'm home. I'm on my back deck. We decided to come home because we needed to get back to the good Wi-Fi's. I think I'm totally addicted to high-speed internet. It's a problem. I could barely keep a call in the tiny house, so we had to come home. We're going back out for a week or two this summer for vacation, but I'm not. But we had to come home to get some work done. I had a couple orphans leave the orphanage this week. Linda Wood purchased that 52 that I did the tension video on was it on Monday, Linda? I think it was on Monday, which was fun. Got that cleaned up. I also worked my tail off on a Centennial 1950 edition. If anybody is in the market, she is stunning and sews beautifully. That will probably be available at the beginning of next week. I'm waiting for a client who kind of had like a reservation on her, and I haven't heard from her, so I think that 1950 might be available. Anyway, we're gonna do face masks because I did those pleated. I did a bunch, you guys, of these type of face masks. So they have the pleats, and I did the bias tape, and I even had the bias tape maker. But they're really hot under, oh good, okay, good. Yeah, it was Monday, Linda. But they're really hot, especially in the summer. And I'm sure you guys in the South are really feeling it, Texas and in Phoenix. So what I decided to do, I wanted to try the Creative Grid template. Have you guys seen this? The face mask template. I saw it first on one of those emails I get from those people that like to take my money with all the pretty fabrics and stuff. But I found a local shop. If you guys are in the Seattle area, Woodinville, Washington Gathering Fabrics has a ton of these left. And Susan is a wonderful business to support, so I totally encourage you. She's an ex-ER nurse, and so she dove headfirst into the mask making. When we first got shut down, she was able to stay open because of all of the stuff she was doing for the medical community. I mean, I think through her shop, which is called Gathering Fabric, they have donated thousands and thousands of masks to the medical community here in the Seattle area. So anyway, if you don't have these at your regular shop, call Gathering Fabrics in Woodinville. I'm sure she'd be happy to send them out to you. She had a big bunch when I was in the store this afternoon, but she said they were flying out. So anyway, that's what this is. So what I did was, Lisa said, just picked up one yesterday. I haven't tried it. Oh, good. You get to watch me figure this out. Me and all of my friends here. So what I did was I took the template. It's a plastic thing, and you can actually cut against it, which is cool. I used my regular 45mm blade to cut with, and it was having trouble making this turn. So if you have one of the smaller rotary cutters, the smaller millimeter rotary cutters, I think you might have a better time of it than I did on the curve here. So of course I took my Tula fabric, my Tula fabric, and I cut an inside and an outside. You guys can see this. It's green. I know, another big shocker. And I also cut an inside fabric here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make some seams on this long curve. So I've pinned this together. I'm just going to stitch here along my curved seam. Minnie did not get to come with me to Idaho last week, so she got to stay home. Okay, so that's the inside, or the outside of the mask. Here's the inside. I'm going to pin this together. I'm not much of a pinner, but I'm following the directions. Oh, good. Linda said she got her mask pattern on Pinterest just like that. Very cool. So I'm going to follow the directions. I'm not going to go willy-nilly off the road, the skids here, because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. And this looks a lot like apparel sewing. And if you know me, I'm a master quilter, but I couldn't hem a pair of pants if my life depended on it. So Susie, I found my, it's made by Creative Grids. I bought this locally at a store in Woodinville, Washington by the name of Gathering Fabric. They should be open actually still, and the owner's name is Susan. She has a bunch of really cool employees that work there, and she had a bunch of them if your local store does not have them. So Susan is also a new featherweight owner. How fun! I got to pick it up today. I'm gonna go through it for her. When we're not in the COVID time period, I teach my featherweight classes there. I also teach machine quilting on the home sewing machine there, and I run a block of the month design that I put together called Ombre Sunset. I'm looking forward to getting some videos filmed here in the next couple weeks so I can actually release that to you guys. It's a quilt as you go block of the month, subscription-based service, and it's all about gaining confidence in machine quilting on your featherweight or your home sewing machine. It doesn't have to be a featherweight. Okay, so I don't have a way of pressing this here at my little desk, but it wants me to put the seam in the curve, and then I'm going to go through, and it wants me to make some little nips so that it folds open, not to the, obviously a few threads away from my seam line. Okay. I talked to one of my nice addition. Oh, thanks, Mom. I know I have, my mom is on, if you're joining me on Facebook or look how cute, you guys. It's Tula. I mean, come on. If you're joining me on Facebook or YouTube, you can see that I have my secondary camera on my bed of my sewing machine. So I have an extra set of eyes on what I'm doing, so I don't have to cut my head off on the camera. So you guys know that I'm a Tula pink addict, right? I pretty much love everything she does. I have some, I liked her before she was super popular, so I've got some really old fabrics in my stash, like from Neptune and Elizabethtown. I think it's called Elizabethtown. It was probably one of her first couple lines. Anyway, she just had, I'm just finger pressing the seam open if you're wondering what I'm doing. So she just had a new line drop recently called True Colors, and it is pretty dang beautiful. I think what I like about her is she's very mindful of like things going together that aren't necessarily in the same line. Like she uses the same color palettes, even though one line is totally different than another line. And I like that because that means I can mix things. It doesn't always have to be just shopping within the line. And so I really was excited about her True Colors because it was her line that really is more of like her blenders. And so anyway, I've been waiting to buy some, and I just pulled the trigger yesterday, and I'm glad I did because I got like the second to last jelly roll at my friend's shop in Phoenix. Yikes, that was close. Okay, so guys, I'm supposed to put right sides together now and line everything up. So I got some pins here. So I have a question for y'all. What pattern should I do? I was only able to get one jelly roll of it, and I have two to choose from. I went into my pattern stash and I went and pulled out some of my favorite, one of my favorite designer for quilt patterns is a local lady by the name of Roxanne. Oh, hi Andrea from Argentina. Holy moly, welcome. Roxanne Carter. She is a very, 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 very well-known quilt instructor here in the Seattle area, or yeah, and she teaches, well, what Roxanne's special gift is she takes everything that is difficult and makes it so that any person with any amount of skill can do it. So even though I'm an expert, I can understand her patterns, and even if you were a beginner, you can understand her patterns. She just is that good at writing them. So I pulled out 2 patterns. I thought you guys could help me pick one for my true colors. I'm either gonna put a white or a black with the true colors as my negative, space color. Okay, I'm reading my instructions. So it says join to the right sides, join the right side seam, now the left. Okay, so it wants me to sew this first. Okay. I'm putting a 1/4 inch seam on the right side. And then one on the left. Okay. Okay, and then it says place 1 piece of elastic along the top seam and pin. Okay, I can do that. So put this. Oh, I see. Okay. Along the inside of the masking. Okay, flush with the top. All right, I'm putting it through the center, running my elastic up. You guys are probably laughing at me like this is the most elementary thing, but I'm really actually kind of stressed about it. Okay, this, and then one more. Oh, I cut my little elastic to 7 inches. Kathy, I was just thinking about you. Is Sewing Machine Technician Dan with you? Okay, I'm gonna sew. Now it says sew across the top with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, securing the elastic into the seam. Clip the curves to the seam allowance, but not through it. Okay, so I'm gonna sew. To move this pin here. Yoicks. Uh-oh. You guys, this is curved. The thing. Mnnie doesn't go super fast. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I'm in my backyard. Of course, I ate for some reason. What are you? I'm making the fitted face masks, Kathy and Dan. I decided I did a bunch of the pleated ones, and I decided I was going to try a curved one because I think they might. I don't like it when my glasses fog up when I'm wearing the face masks. Okay, it says, Linda, I make small seams, no clipping. I push one seam to the left and then to the other, no pressing. Ah, okay. Bonnie, is there, yes, there are different sizes. There are, she wants to know if there's different sizes on the template. So there's a small, a medium, and a large, and I am making medium ones for me, I imagine the smalls would probably work better for like teenagers or younger children. Linda says, I sew across the top of the mask, leaving an opening. That's right. And then the ends of the elastic. And, yep. Do both ends. Now turn the, okay, top stitch. Yes, ruler has different sizes. Becky says, I just made a curved and it's super easy. Good. I'm glad because I'm doing it and it's not a quilt. So everything that isn't a quilt is hard to me. Great. This is great. I've only made, I'm wanting to do the elastic. Finally got some. Good. Are there, okay, cool. I got all the questions. Okay, so now I'm following the directions, girls. Okay, so I'm going to not clip because Linda's, well, I'm going to follow directions, Linda, and then if I think clipping doesn't make any sense, I have 3 with me. Okay. Now it wants me to push the extra elastic up inside. No problem. I'm going to pin this. If you need my pattern, I'll send it. Thank you, Miss Kathy. I'm using the pattern that came with my template. It's actually pretty good so far. Okay, push this up inside. I don't think the face masks are going anywhere in the near future, so I am preparing to adapt like everybody else. Okay. All right. It wants me to leave a small opening at the bottom so when I turn it right side out, I can finish it then. Hi, Lisa from Connecticut. How you doing? Oh, she says it's raining, so she's been quilting all day. Sounds like a good way to use a rainy day to me. Pauline, that's mom, wants to know about my scissors. They're actually embroidery scissors. They're for cutting around interfacing without cutting through your actual fabric. And they're the Tula ones, I know. I'm a fangirl. You guys would probably laugh because if I ever got to meet her in person, I probably would lose my mind. Definitely would embarrass my family if they were with me. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see what we got. Oh, good. Bridget in Arizona says she made some of these face masks with her leftover cafe fabric. There's no reason why we can't be stylish with our masks, right, ladies? Oh, this is cute. I'm gonna top stitch this, I think. Cute. Look. And it's fitted. So cute. Okay, I'm gonna finger press this down. Let's see here. It's gonna run around the outside, I think. Finish it off. It is Tula pink, Kathy. Big shocker, huh? Okay, you guys can mull. So I have my you can contemplate. These are the two patterns I'm considering for my True Colors jelly roll that's on its way from my friend in Arizona. So one of them is called Rick Rack. Do you guys see this? So I'm going to use a white or a black in that negative space, and it takes one jelly roll. So it'll be a 60 by 72 inch lap size. That's perfect. So this one's called Rick Rack. So we're taking votes here. So this one's called Rick Rack. And the other one that uses a jelly roll is called Rainforest. And again, I'm probably going to use white, but this is Rainforest. And it's a 60 by 72 inch lap quilt too. What do you guys think? Rick Rack, or this is Rainforest for my Tula True Colors quilt? Kathy says, I made RV tea towels this week with the lovely Linda. Oh, good. She shows like a champ. Have you seen her new black outfit? Oh, I know. I know. Tula's new line work thing is coming out in October, and I'm already, like, can't even wait for someone to take my money. Like, someone take my money. I have to have it. I'm not even like a big black and white person, but I like the fact that she had some subtle color nuances. Oh, I'm getting scolded on Facebook. Nancy says, oh, please don't put pins in your mouth. You know, sometimes the sneeze come out with no warning. You can suck. Ow, so many people are voting. I can't read. Oh, okay. I will not put pins in my mouth anymore. I do apologize. Did you see her tattoo artist line? I haven't seen the tattoo artist line. Okay, so there's lots of votes for Rainforest. That's this one. All right, I think that's going to be the winner. Do you guys think black or white as my negative space color? So someone was asking about the nose guards. I did buy nose strips. I think what I'm gonna do, because I don't know how to work them on into the inside without having them shift on me. It's cats, and I'm not a cat fan, but it's adorable. Oh, the tattoo artist line. Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet. But I do like, oh, Whitney says white. I was thinking white too. White. All right, you guys are helping me decide. So Rainforest in the white negative space. Okay. You guys are awesome. Thanks, guys. I knew if I asked my tribe, you guys would tell me what to do. So I think I'm going to put the metal nose piece. I think I'm just going to whip stitch it down on the inside by hand. I know I said hand again. Oh, Susie says black. All right. So there's one vote for black and many for white. Stitches. All right, done. So there's another. What color is the jelly roll? It's the jelly roll is all 40, Kathy, of the new True Colors line. It's just it's one of every color. All right, guys, what do you think? Oh, I need to put the pleats in. Dang it, thought I was done. How do you do this? All right. Minnie's like, I got this, the thickness, no problem. Gotta love our featherweights. Pipe cleaners for wire, then zigzag. Oh, that's a good idea, Pat Chandler. I bet they're easier to find than these little guys too, huh? These are like metal strips. Wiping that on may scratch your... Oh, whipping that on might scratch you. You think so? From the nose on the mask. So you guys don't think I should whip stitches down? I should have tried to put it on the inside, huh? Wire stuff, side mask, then turns out to push into the sew around. Okay. All right, you guys are better than I am. I didn't think about it. Okay, let's see what this looks like without it. Oh, one more pleat. Okay. Well, that was fun. So I kind of have some exciting news for everybody. Next Wednesday, or this coming Wednesday, I think it's like the 15th, tax day. I'm having my guest on for the day is Rishla Ramsey. She is a use coated wire for my garden for the support of my plants. It works great for the nose piece. Good to know. All right. Let's see. This isn't so bad. I like these. Kathy says, I'm impressed you can sew, read the pattern, and read messages all at the same time. My mom says the same thing. She's like, how do you entertain us and not forget what you're doing at the same time? My husband says I can't multitask either. I think I can. So Rishla is going to be on. She is the owner and proprietor of Got Quilts with a, thanks Gabby, with Got Quilts. She's a long arm quilter. She is going to be on with us. I'm totally excited. You guys, she doesn't have a featherweight, and little does she know, I'm having her on so I can convince her to buy one, because I think everybody needs a featherweight. So she is really excited to be on because she is around the Pacific Northwest. She's still kind of building her clientele. I'm all about entertaining too, my friend. And she she's going to do a giveaway during the show. That's right, a giveaway. I kind of know what it is, but I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys. Sew a little, Arlene says, I sew a little tunnel with binding thread inside. Oh, and sew a shut. That's a good idea. Okay, so I can't tell you what it is, but there will be a prize, and it'll have something to do with being on both the Facebook and the Instagram show next week. So I do Facebook at 4 and then Instagram at 4:30, and there'll be a drawing to enter for a very sweet prize if you join us for both. We tend to talk about different things, kind of let the conversation go where it will, and so I would encourage you guys to earmark. I was doing pretty good balancing everything up until just now. To earmark the whole hour next Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, the 15th, with Rishla Ramsey and myself, because it's going to be fun. Is it a Kathy, it is not a featherweight. Rishla is giving something away. And since she's a long arm quilter, I'll let you guys deduct what it might be. So, Kathy, are you trying to say that Dan needs his own sewing machine, trying to convince him to buy one? Is that what you're saying? Because you could just let me talk to him. Dan, are you listening to me? Do you need your own sewing machine? There's a lot of gentlemen that like to sew alongside of their wives because there's a lot of mathematics and geometry. A lot of retired engineers, retired accountants. It's definitely predominantly women, but there's a lot of guys. So you would not be in bad company. You'll have to call me. I'll find you the right sewing machine repair person, Dan. Deb said, oh, will do. I'll be there for next Wednesday. That's fun. Becky says, sounds exciting. Becky, thank you for that nice recommendation on Facebook, by the way. That was so sweet. I love that you named your machine. Oh, see? Kathy said Dan, sewing machine technician Dan, is a retired engineer. See, you could definitely do this. It's there. I noticed that the gentlemen actually add a whole nother level of interest and ingenuity, if you will, to quilting. I just think it's great. Andrea, thank you for joining me. He said he would, that we need only one no, you don't need an only child. I always tell people that featherweights, you kind of start to collect them, not like on purpose. They're like grandchildren and cats. They just start to show up. I'm just saying. You guys can't sew at the same time. You'll fight over lovely Linda. And you could name your sewing machine a guy's name. I don't really encourage that because these are definitely ladies, but you could. Okay, so we have my quilt decided. Rainforest, and I think white was definitely the winner. Although Susie, I might be persuaded for black. Oh, here's a better picture of it. Isn't it pretty? Should go together too in a few hours because it's just some strip piecing. All right, and I have one mask made. Let's see if I can get another one done before I have to leave you. Lisa Meadows. Lisa to Kathy, she said, yes, she will. She will find you one. I think you're talking about me. I do kind of pride myself on finding the right machine for every customer. It's like my thing. Did you guys enjoy Alicia with Featherweight 38 this week? She had me laughing so hard at one point I almost snorted. That when I get laughing really good, like a really good belly laugh, I snort. And she almost had me going when we were talking about that voodoo doll that was found in the featherweight case. Did you guys find anything interesting in your featherweight cases when you got your machines? Becky says it becomes an addiction, collecting featherweights. Yes, yes it does. That's why I have a job. Thanks, Mom. So Alicia and I go back a bit. Well, you know him now. We'll keep it a secret, right? Winky face, secret. Uh-huh. So Alicia and I met, you know, she said she started her business in 2017 and we were up and running in 2017, but not nearly the not nearly the presence that we have today. And so it's just kind of fun. Her and her husband Steven would do more restoration work than I do. My whole thing is I prefer to educate, and I like to machines that I can find reasonably. I like to get them cleaned up and then further them on to their new homes. But Alicia's thing was taking people's machines that were really in bad shape and reconditioning them, like really reconditioning them. And it just got to be too much with her and her husband's both working full-time jobs, and then she ended up going back well, she wasn't working at that point, but she ended up going back to a chiropractic office, and then she just didn't have time to finish, you know, to keep up with all the sewing machines that were coming in. But she has, because of some circumstances, has left the chiropractic office, and so she's kind of considering opening back up again, but not probably to the extent that she was doing it before, because it was just taking too much time, and they were doing such beautiful restoration work but really not charging very much money, and you just can't work like that. It's not a sustainable pace. So I think I'm going to have her, as soon as she figures out in what capacity Featherweight 38 is going to come back up, I'm excited to have her back on so we can hear about her plan. She is a hoot. Did you guys enjoy her? I think she's a hoot. Oh yeah, don't forget to clip. Thank you, Lisa. Don't forget to clip the curds. See, I got talking and then I lost track. Ellie Campbell says, yes, I found the papers from the last time my machine was serviced. Ellie! It hadn't been serviced since 1980. For the love, please tell me you put some oil on that machine and some grease in that motor. I have 2 machines coming into the service department this week from Washington, and they've never been taken care of either. And one, I think I'm genuinely concerned that one of her motors is on its last leg, because she'll start sewing, she said, and then it just slows down and eventually stops. And it's not a light lamp thing swelling the gears, because she sews with the light off. So Ellie, please tell me you're taking good care of your featherweights, girl. Do I need to come confiscate those? Oh my goodness, I have to tell you what else happened this week. First of all, this week has been certifiably crazy. I thought there's been a little bit of a lull, and I was like, okay, everybody is, you know, opening up because of COVID, and they're going out into their gardens because the weather is better. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. Well, this week, everybody is back in, apparently, because my phone has literally been ringing off of the hook. So I talked to this gal named Helen, not my friend Helen in Bellingham, but Helen in Colorado. You guys, guess what happened to her this week? She's been watching me on YouTube, and she called because she knew I would just be as excited for her as I was. Our thread problem that my girl didn't like. Our thread problem that my girl didn't like. Anyway, she had seen an ad for some featherweights for sale, and so she went in to look at them, and the lady, she didn't quite know what she had at the moment, but you guys, she bought a San Francisco Bay badge. Do you guys know what that is? So in the featherweight world, there are some rare birds, like really rare birds. The rarest bird is the Chicago World's Fair badge. Thread wrapped around the pulley case. Yes. Check check that when it comes in. Oh, for sure. Oh, even if it's slowing down and then stopping, it's sewing a little bit, it just acts like it's grinding to a halt. That sounds like a motor problem. Like maybe her carbon brushes are gone. She said she's never even put grease in it or anything. That makes me nervous. Anyway, so this Helen lady from Colorado calls me this week, and she is ecstatic because she has picked up a San Francisco Bay specially badged featherweight. That is like the second or third most rare featherweight out there. So it goes Chicago World's Fair, 1933. It goes exactly what you were told. And oh, perfect. Ellie, thank you for calming me down that it had not been done since 1980. Anyway, she paid, well, compared to what it's worth, almost nothing. The lady used to make doll clothes on it. Not doll clothes. Clothes for children. And she's decided to get out of it, decided not to make these clothes anymore. And she had 3 featherweights and she was selling them off. And this very sweet lady, Helen, came in, not completely sure what she was looking at, but she thought it was something different. Got it home. Okay, Kathy, I'll definitely check that for sure. She says, remember mine worked a few minutes and then stopped. Carbon brushes were on mine. The carbon brushes on yours were fine. I'll definitely look for thread behind the assembly. Anyway, oh no, you guys, I was talking, I didn't put my elastic in. Anyway, she was ecstatic, and as soon as I started telling her how rare her machine was, she got even more ecstatic. So I think the last one I saw of those that sold on eBay sold for, I think, $3,000, maybe more. And this one's in really good shape. She said the decals are in order, and she said the finish was nice and shiny. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was so happy for her. I asked her if she'd put it in her will to me. I told her that was the only way I was getting one. She goes, well, I don't think I can do that. I mean, what a find. What a find. The Texas Exposition is another rare bird. The Chicago World's Fair one can sell for upwards of $8,000. It's crazy. I told her that she should probably have special insurance on it, like she'd insure a diamond ring. Betsy, I forgot the elastic. I'm fixing it now. I got talking. It happens. Linda Wood said, I'm thinking to name my new featherweight either Fannie Mae or after my grandmother and my mother, both who taught me sewing, knitting, crochet, or the name Sue Sue. I love that. Sue Sue's cute. What's mom, Linda Wood, what's mom and grandma's name? Oh, are you leaving, Mom? Thanks for joining me. Tell Dad I said hi. Oopsie. All right, Missy. Hi, Missy from Redmond. Look at our beautiful weather. Oiled my sewing machine this week. Wow, what a difference. I bet. Ellie Bar is humming quite along. I bet she sounds a lot happier. You know what's really bad? And my husband is the first one to call me out on this. I always forget to take care of my own machines. Like, what is that saying about the cobbler and their children always having holes in their shoe? Yeah. Featherweight Doctor's machines do not get as much attention as they should get. Shame on me. So Linda Wood said Fannie Webster or Tula May Gray. Oh, I like Tula May Gray. That has like an awesome ring to it. So Linda's machine, which I used last week for my tension video, was kind of special. I had not seen... I've seen 221s, obviously, from the UK, not just from the US. But this one, Linda's special machine, had her original 220 motor on it. And she sewed beautifully. So I encouraged Linda to keep her original motor on her machine. And I sent her a transformer box, which works fabulously. So she'll be able to sew with her original motor. Sometimes if the motors are not in good shape, I encourage people to do motor conversions, but there was nothing wrong with Linda's motor. So her little beauty left on, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And she should, I think it said it was a 4-day trip to Texas, Linda. So you'll have to sign for that little sweetheart when she gets to you. Thought of naming her, oh, I'm sorry, Fran. Hi, Fran. Fran says, thought of naming mine after my 2 grandmothers, but I think Lena Lolita sounds like, I'm not saying that online. I'm not saying that online. Fran. So she thinks that Lena Lolita sounds more like a pole dancer than a sewing machine. Yeah, I might agree with you. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Monday, I'll be back with you guys as we continue the Ask the Doctor series. If you have any questions for me that continue to elude you about your beautiful little featherweight, I'm very happy to put my lab coat on and answer your questions. Last week we talked about upper tension. So if you missed that one, that was actually a good one to review. It's still on my IGTV and on my Facebook feed. Tension, tension, tension. Definitely the most common issue. Hey, what do you guys think about me doing a bobbin tension episode? Because there's a special tool that helps dispel the myth of the bobbin tension issue too. Maybe that's what we'll talk about on Monday if no other questions come in over the weekend. If you have a question for me, you can email me at info@featherweightdoctor.com. Mary from Seattle said discussion on foot pedals. We could talk about foot pedals too. We could do that. There's lots of different little tips on cleaning them and adjusting them, or just plain changing them if you don't care for that Bakelite pedal. Jennifer says, would love bobbin tension topic. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do both. We'll see how the time permits. I have the day to myself tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some sewing. My husband is got some other stuff going on, and so I get to have the day to myself. Yay. That doesn't happen very much around here. Okay, 2 masks down. Look at me. Oh, nope, I gotta do the thing. The pleat. And then I should go. Yes, foot pedal topic. Okay. Pleat. Mask number 2 done. I'm hopping by the way, IG and Facebook. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you guys get off. So Monday I'll be back. Ask the doctor. Bobbin tension issues, and potentially, if I have time, foot pedal issues. If I don't have time for both, I'll do one the next week. Wednesday will be my guest, Rishla Ramsey from Got Quilts with a K instead of a Q. And she has a special giveaway for those people that join us both at 4 for the interview on Facebook and YouTube, and then 4:30 on Instagram. And then back again for more continued work on my quilt during my sip and sew next week, probably right back here if the weather looks like this. I hope. Good, I'm glad when he's like, I can't wait till Monday. I can't wait till Monday either, because my girl will be home. Before I jump off, one last comment. I got my flea market finds out of the closet and discovered that the one I bought was a white brand with a SInger Featherwight sewing machine. Oh, 221 from Great. Oh, you have a little white sewing machine. Debbie, we are going to have to talk. That's a totally different beast than your black, just so you know. Oh, hey, Rishla just joined. Rishla, I was just telling everybody that you're going to come join me on Wednesday, Wednesday the 15th. All right, guys. Well, I hope everybody has a great night and a great weekend. And I just hope everybody stays safe out there. And thanks for joining me. It means a lot. We'll talk to everybody later. Bye, guys.